We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at...
Going for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are, but I feel...
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Sategna. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Mateer. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Comes from the 41. Try to get it to the edge. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now on the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Oh, it's out! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Burks. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sooners are facing third and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on third and short. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got the 1st down and more. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. Doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
SMU, set.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to go deep. Rips it inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's up. Now the toss. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They get to him as he throws.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The kickoff unit is out there, and, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Ott. Finds a little space. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air. It's Mateer. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Burks. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
A first down run in the red zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
SMU.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. It's dropped. yards, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Looking left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
One more snap coming before halftime. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Motion from the back. Going right to work up top. He's going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
he was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. To throw, it's Jennings. Got a little space. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He's he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Burks. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's caught. It's Gibson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
A strike downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On 3rd down, going up top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got room on the return. Touchdown Sooners! The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to TCU. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He's going to throw deep right side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Gets the back moving. The option look. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the left. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Runs through a tackle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Running into the open space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue.
Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside the 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down. At the 22.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The handoff to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
And the Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was back.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, SMU.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Hawkins. Here's the pressure. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team